Alright, so in lesson 15 we're talking about keyboard input. So the main goal of the lesson is that you're going to be able to use conditionals to react to keyboard input and move sprites in response to keyboard inputs. So let's kind of take a look at the practice problems for lesson 15. Kind of going to bubble 6. We're going to look at first the 6A, the fish with the arrows. The fish are back. Can you make the fish move left only when the left arrow key is pressed down? So what we're going to want to do is add an if statement to check if when the left arrow is pressed down, and then we'll move the fish inside the if statement. So let's start with the if statement. Okay, so if I run this, right now the fish is always moving. Let's take a look at our code before we start this. We have the orange fish, the blue fish, and the green fish. Right, orange, blue, green. We have a draw function. It's going to create the navy blue background. Okay, and then it looks like we have a code that's making the fish move. Okay, and the orange fish moves specifically to the left. That's why it's subtracting 2. Okay, so basically we only want the fish to move left when we're pressing down on the left arrow key. So we're going to use the if statement. I'm going to go to control. I'm going to add the if statement, and it says update the values here, so I'm going to add it here. So if what happens if we press down on the left arrow key, so I'm going to go to world, key down, and we're going to press left. Right, so if we press left, then we want this to happen. So I'm actually going to move this code inside the if conditional. Let's reset and run it. So right now it's not moving, but when I press left, okay, when I press left, it's moving. So that is 6A. Let's take a look at 6B. Debug the turtle. So right now this is what's going on, or this is what we want. So this turtle program breaks every time it tries to move to the left. So what I expect to happen, okay, moving the turtle to the left, what actually happens, it looks like everything stops working. And how to reproduce the error, we press down the left arrow key. So we're going to run the program and play with it until we see the bug. Okay, so let's do that part first. So I reset, I run, and okay, I'm going to press up. Okay, looks like my turtle will go up, down, to the right, but when I press left, okay, I'm pressing left right now, you don't see that? Okay, nothing's working more. When I press up, down, left, right, now nothing is moving. Okay, so that it seems like that's the problem. Whenever I press left, it breaks the whole program. Everything stops working. So let's go ahead and use the clues to find the bug and fix it. Okay, so it looks like something's happening when I press left. So I don't even necessarily need to look at everything, but let's take a look at what happens when we're pressing down left. Okay, so we'll look at my workspace. Okay, I have the animation, setting the animation, the size. Okay, looks good. Here in the draw function, we have the background moving up, down, left, and right. Okay, so again, up worked fine, down worked fine, to the right worked fine. It's only something that happens when I'm pressing left. And if I'm kind of looking at this code, I might notice some patterns right away. And I'm noticing that if I press left, what happens is that the variable turtle turns to turtle.x minus 3. So, it looks like what's happening is I only want to change the x property, and it looks like here it's not saying which property we're changing. So we want to change the x property. I'm going to just add .x right there. I'm going to reset it and run it, and when I press left, it looks like it works. So my program now works. Okay, that's B. Let's take a look at C. So we're going to debug the turtle again. Okay, so debug why the turtle does not move at all. Okay, so what I expect to happen, the turtle moves with the arrow keys. what actually happens, the turtle stays in the same place and leaves after images. So let's take a look at what's happening when I move my arrow keys. Oops, I think I forgot to reset this. Let's try that again. When I press the arrow keys, it looks like it's creating a blurry turtle. Okay, if we look closely, it's kind of a blurry turtle. And we want it to just move the turtle, not kind of create those blurry circles. So let's see what's going on. We ran the program, we checked the bug, we found what's happening. Let's try to fix it now. Okay, so everything is in a draw function, it looks like. We're gonna have the sky blue background, and we're creating the turtle inside the draw function. Okay, setting animation, changing the size, and the movement looks like everything is working. So it doesn't matter where. If we press up, it goes up. Okay, but then it looks like it's kind of going back down. Oops. Let me reset and run and show you. Okay, looks like it's kind of going up and then it kind of moves back down. But we want it to just move. Okay, we don't want it to go back down. So why is it going back down? Okay, well, I'm looking at my code. Let's kind of just go in order. Create a background. Create the turtle at 200, sets animation to turtle, change the size to 1/2 or 5/10. We do any movement, it draws a sprite and then it reloops again, makes a blue background. This might be the problem. After we draw the sprite, it actually creates another variable turtle, sets animation again, but the thing is it creates it back in the middle. So I think what we're going to need to do, and this goes back to, I don't remember, lesson 11 or 12 when we were learning animations to begin with, we actually want to create the variable outside of this draw loop. We don't want to keep drawing or creating more and more turtles. Okay, so I move that code out. Let's go ahead and reset and run it, and let's see if that happens again. When I press up, it looks like the turtle actually goes up again. It doesn't recreate a new turtle in the very middle. Okay, so that is 6C. So hopefully this helps us use the keyboard inputs to move our sprites around.